of course, a few months after the release of Call of the Dead will be the next map of Black Ops 1's DLC season, Shangri-La. Now, before I get into some of the features of Shangri-La, before I get into the Easter egg, the usual stuff, let me talk a little bit about this map. I personally find Shangri-La to be a very difficult zombies map, and I think a lot of people in the community agree with me, and I think the reason why it's difficult is it's very close quarters, it's very, like, tight. There's not a lot of area to fuck up, basically, like, because if you do one wrong move, you're dead, basically. Now, thankfully, this map does have probably I think it's statistically the most damaging wonder weapon, because it does infinite damage, if I'm correct. Anyway, let's get into some of the features for this map. Obviously, the first one I think we should talk about is the wonder weapon itself, the 3179 JGB-215, also known as the baby gun. I think a lot of people call it the baby gun because it turns zombies into little tiny versions of themselves, almost baby-like. And basically, the way you gotta kill those zombies is you strike them, of course, and then you just literally run into them and they die. Now, I've never really had any luck in getting this wonder weapon. This is actually, I think, the only wonder weapon generally that I've never really gotten, which is fucking mental in a way. Considering I've played a lot of zombies, yeah, I just haven't seemed to get this wonder weapon. Maybe I should make that a video, to be honest. Just keep playing Shangri-La until I get the baby gun. But yeah, like, the baby gun, to be fair, I think out of all the Black Ops 1 maps, this was the one I played the least, which, obviously, because of the fact that it was very difficult. I'm not going to play a map constantly if I find it annoyingly difficult. This is also the second map where you can get all the perks. Now, the way you get the perks is very interesting because there are zombie monkeys. Yeah, monkeys are back, but they're a lot different compared to the space monkeys of Ascension. Basically, they come after your power-ups instead of your perks. So if a power-up drops and a zombie monkey grabs it, they basically run to a spawn past like where Pack-a-Punch is with the power-up. Now, if you time it perfectly, you can actually kill these. You can kill these zombies or zombie monkeys and get a perk killer from it. And this is where you can get all 8 perks. I believe it's also a reward for the Easter egg as well. I'm not too certain though. I can't remember. I haven't done the Easter egg, which is wild. But yeah, there's some new kind of fast travel / like stuff to get in your ways. For Shangri-La, there's the minecart, which takes you from the right side of the map to the left side. There's the water slide, which takes you from the left side of the map to the right side of the map. And the map's kind of identical in a way that it's kind of just like a huge circle, basically. But it's a very tight, close-quartered circle. This is funny enough. Actually, maybe this ain't funny enough, but surprisingly enough, this is the first map to feature female zombies. Now, of course, later on, we will see female zombies quite a bit, especially in a lot of the Black Ops 4 maps, especially Chaos maps. I don't know if we see any for Cold War. I don't think we do. But obviously, we'll see them a lot in the Chaos maps. There's probably a few in the Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2. But this is the first map to feature female zombies, which is nice. It's good to have that, you know, diverse gender balance when it comes to the zombies. Of course, we have a Jane Doe and a John Doe in Blackout as well. 2 new special zombies, the Napalm and the Shrieker. Now, the Napalm zombie sounds exactly like it is. It basically, if you get close to it, it will explode with this huge volcanic burst, which will kill other zombies around you, but it will also kill you as well if you're not careful. Meanwhile, the Shrieker zombie, well, it basically screams in your face. Now, if it happens, your vision will go blurry and your hearing will reduce, which is obviously not good for yourself, of course, because imagine if you're surrounded by a bunch of zombies and the Shrieker just comes in and throws things up and you go down. These both zombies are actually really good though, and I'm glad they were introduced to this map because I think they fit the map very well, and I think are just really good special zombies to have. Now, my biggest issue, I think, towards the latter rounds, like round 20 onwards, they appear, I think, every round, which is a bit annoying. I would prefer every 2 rounds, but it's whatevs. Now, surprisingly enough, the return of the Monkey Bomb and the Bowie Knife come back. Of course, gotta give credit to the COD Wiki for saying that, because I wouldn't have realised that the Monkey Bomb was gone in Call of the Dead. I mean, like I say last video, I didn't know the sticker was in Call of the Dead. I thought it was the Bowie Knife. A brand new version of the Claymore is in this map as well, called the Spike Ball, and the Spike Balls are really fucking good, man. They're really good. And it kind of sucks that we didn't see them come back for Black Ops 3. Instead, they were replaced by trip mines, which trip mines, in my opinion, are absolutely shit. I think a lot of people agree with me on that, but Black Ops 3 has a lot of good weapons already, so yeah. Now, obviously, there's a lot of questions about Shangri-La, about whether it was on Mars or it was in some, you know, city, or like, not city, some like jungle-based city or something. And I believe Tag kind of like hinted at it being in Mars, and I think that's the common conception, is that it's basically in Mars. Now, let's get on to some trivia. So Shangri-La, like I say, is the definition. Oh, no. Let's not do that one. Let's do this one. So, down by the waterfall, on the left side of the map, there's a button that says "Do not hold X or like F or whatever the interact key is for consoles and such." If you hold on to this, it will actually cause this waterfall to happen, where all the zombies will go from the one side of the waterfall to the other side of the waterfall. Upon doing that, obviously you gotta make sure you stand behind a rock, because otherwise you're gonna go down to those zombies. Now this is kind of like a throwy thing, because especially if you're playing co-op, that can definitely throw somebody. Now, the reason why it would throw somebody is because the mystery bots, when you start the match, can only spawn in two places: the cave and the waterfall. And if the mystery bot spawns at the waterfall, you could do that to throw your teammates who are trying to hit for, I don't know, the baby gun, the ray gun, the HK, the RPK, and such. Now, now for the Shangri-La trailer, Dempsey is actually seen to hold the Olympia, right? But somehow he shoots 3 shots before he reloads, which is, you know, a bit odd. Now, there are also, what's a bit odd as well, it says 4 unused teleport boxes under the map. And I wonder if this would have had something to do with the Pack-a-Punch or one of the Easter egg steps, for example. Now, in terms of Pack-a-Punching, because I actually almost forgot how to tell you how to Pack-a-Punch, so obviously you gotta get the power on, and there's actually 2 power switches, but they're in the same area, so you'll see both of them. But upon doing that, there's 4 little spots around the map, one in spawn, one through one of the tunnels on the left side of the map, so the minecart side of the map. Another one, I think, nearby, just before going into the tunnel for the waterfall side of the map, and then I think one at power. And you have to, if you're playing solo, this is easily done. You can basically just stand on one at a time and it will do that. But if you're playing co-op, depending on the amount of players, certain ones will be allowed to go down, but the others have to be basically held on by every player. So you basically have to stand on a certain platform for a certain amount of time, and then Pack-a-Punch is open for about 90 seconds, I think it is. I think it's like 60, 90 seconds, and then as soon as Pack-a-Punch is done, there's a waterfall that basically shoots you down, and you can't access Pack-a-Punch anymore. Now, something I forgot to mention as well is Jug and Speed are randomized. This ain't the only map. Funny enough, Moon does this as well. But basically, Jug could be on the minecart side, but then Speed Color could be on the waterfall side. But the next game, Speed could be on the minecart side and Jug could be on the waterfall side. So you don't know which one is where. I believe there's a way to figure it out, but I don't know off the top of my head. Anyway, Shangri-La, in my opinion, is a fun map. I mean, it's a fun map, but it's an extremely challenging map. It's probably the hardest map of Black Ops 1. I know some people might say like 5 is, but 5, I think there's a lot you can do in 5 to make the experience easier. Where in Shangri-La, there's not really much you can do to make it easier. Anyway, I'm going to see you Muppets in the next one. Obviously, the next video is Moon, of course. Peace.